Hey everyone, Tin Man here, and I finally hit Lord of Whitespire while I was streaming this past weekend, so now we get to play up in Lord rank. Sweet. I'm gonna start off here with I actually have been partial to Axe in the new patch. He didn't get any changes himself, but the changes to Brawny Alliance really make you want to play these Brawny units as soon as possible and start racking up those kills. So if we want to go into a Brawny type build, picking up Axe on the first round is much more impactful than picking up things like the Enchantress or Venomancer here, or even Razor. So really excited about a lot of the Brawny builds that I've seen a lot of other players run with. They seem to be very, very strong. I like Chainmail quite a bit. Honestly, a bit more than Hood of Defiance. Hood of Defiance obviously got reduced from tier 3 down to tier 1, but even so, it's just kind of, it's a little bit above average, I'll say, in the tier 1 category, but it's not like the best pickup. Whereas Chainmail and Gloves of Haste are my two favorite tier 1 items, just because they're so viable both early and late game. They scale really well with the percentage reduction, and especially if we're going to have these big, beefy, high health units, then we can throw the Chainmail on and get even more value out of that health. So I'm pretty sure that if I ever combine these axes, their kills will combine. I certainly hope so. I'm pretty sure that's how that works, but I think I've seen that be bugged out at one point in the history of the game. Another Chainmail, or do I want to pick up Embarrassment of Riches? I think Embarrassment of Riches has fallen off a little bit in my estimation, so I'm just going to pick up a second Chainmail. And the reason for that is that there's the less alliance items in the game. Alright, so let's check here. We have 5 total kills. Do we have 5 when it combines? Yes. Perfect. We get to throw in Juggernaut. I'm actually going to do this thing where I don't put in a third unit. Oh, it's going to put it in for me. Darn it. I really didn't want to. I forgot that that's a new default. I wanted to just ensure that Axe and Juggernaut get all the kills, and they alone can beat this creep round. Tiny's stealing kills now, isn't he? Yeah, Tiny's stealing kills. I really wish I could have kept him out. That's unfortunate. Alright, so I probably should, disable that by default, right? I totally forgot about that. Auto deploy. Alright, we're getting rid of that. The one time I don't want to put a unit in, does it for me anyway. Alright, so back to Embarrassment of Riches. I will pick it up here. It's a little bit later, but that's okay. The reason I don't like it quite as much anymore is because with the removal of alliance items, there's not as much wasted items in the offer. Sometimes you just get offered just terrible items, or previously you would get just offered a bunch of alliance items that you're not going to use. And so getting that extra option helps to mitigate those really bad scenarios. But now with the removal of alliance items, there's not as much worthless stuff that you could pick up. So in that sense, there's less value in getting more options because all of your options are currently going to be pretty good. This guy have 3 Bloodbound? Yep, sure does. Sure does. But see, putting the Helm of the Undying on one is kind of awkward. If that one dies first, then he doesn't actually trigger the buff for the remaining one. So you really want whoever has the Helm of the Undying to be the last one to die. But luckily with the massive amount of armor that we had, we were able to take it down anyway. I realized I didn't buy anything extra last round. That was probably a mistake. That's alright. We can just level up here because we have a pretty strong composition, and we can put in this Heartless buff. And I think Slarter, is Slarter better than Tiny? Nah, maybe Tiny's fine. Slarter has very high DPS. He has 71 DPS. Tiny has much less, but he does have the toss, which can be very valuable. If he can get just a single toss off, that probably makes him better than Slarter. But Slarter has good damage, so it's hard to... They're pretty similar at this point in the game. Tiny did get a toss off, so he got up there in DPS. And I don't think we're ever going to kill this Axe, and this Venomancer is just going to tick away at us. Yup. That's really unfortunate. Man, Venomancer's so good whenever we don't have enough damage to burst him down. Alright, well. So our level up strategy to keep a win streak going did not work. Arguably we should have switched up positioning just a touch. Maybe something like this. Okay, I think we're just going to pick up these three. I do like Viper quite a bit more now, but we don't really have the gold for it, and it doesn't really fit into what we're trying to do. Ooh, another Juggernaut. Alright, I think we're just going to, because the extra Juggernaut, even though we have these Knights, I think I'm going to get rid of them and just go kind of all in on this Brawny and Warrior kind of strategy. Because if we can get a 2-star Axe and 2-star Juggernaut right off the bat, that will be very huge. We're also, of course, looking for Beastmaster, because he can rack up a whole bunch of kills as well. Oh my gosh, really? I was about to say, this Morphling just getting tossed off to the corner is just like the worst thing that could happen. At least the Axe is racking up the kills on these Plague Wards and stuff. He's not going to survive, right? No. We need man, we could have used some healing. If we had picked up... I can't imagine that Hood of Defiance would have been better for him there. But would have been interesting. I'm kind of tempted by that Treant and Enchantress combo. But I really didn't want to sell off my warriors for it. And we got rewarded with a Juggernaut.
Just give me someone to shoot.
Another Drow Ranger. I think we just put in the Luna or Slarder. Maybe Slarder's better. And of course we get a reroll. I'll pick up an Anti-Mage. Or we could pick up a pair of Venomancers as well. We don't have any Savages right now. We don't have like Tusk. We'd be the only Savage Warrior. I think we're trying to look for just Beastmaster and then fill out like a 6 warrior plus maybe Heartless Warlocks. I'm not entirely sure how this build fills out once you get the Brawny is really big. But I think I'd rather pick up a pair of Venomancers regardless. Man, we are on a losing streak now. I don't really mind the losing streak because we already have over 10 kills on both of our Brawnies, and we get to pick up the Beastmaster. So this is, I'd say this is going quite well, all things considered. Especially because, you know, we're getting these free rerolls to find units that we need. I don't really want these guys, actually. Pick up the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage I might put in next round if I want to level up on 9. I don't know if I really want to. I'd rather stay a little bit lower. When does the... I'm looking mainly for tier 1 and tier 2 units, right? With Axe and Juggernaut and Beastmaster, trying to get them up to 3 stars. I actually think if I level up, I reduce my chance of tier 3 or tier 2 units. I think that does. So I think I might rather stay at 5 here, just to get the slightly increased odds of finding Beastmaster and Juggernauts. And we can pick up, you know, pick up Sniper. Sometimes, like, these builds go into, like, a warrior kind of type, or a hunter thing, with Beastmaster, Sniper. I guess Drow Ranger is a pretty good addition as well. So here's a Doom and a Beastmaster and a Slarder. Okay, so we're just going to get rid of Venomancers, and actually just for interest, I'm going to get rid of the Sniper. I think we may put in Snipers eventually, but I want to stay here at this good interest point. I don't want to level up, and then we just pick up all of these after interest locks in. I think this is a bit better to try to get the increased odds of finding the Beastmaster to 2-star. We still have a good composition as is. We're still racking up massive amounts of kills because everybody's playing Venomancers and Lycans and other spawners. So things are looking good so far. 4 kills on Juggernaut that fight. Essentially, we're just getting like a vitality booster on our Juggernaut and Axe like every 2 rounds. That's going to really scale well into the late game. Okay, what don't I want here? I don't think we really... I don't think we really need tinies. I'm just trying to look for what to sell off for interest. I think Slarder is going to be a bit more valuable because there's a couple people already trending towards mages. So I'm just going to get rid of tinies here to grab interest. And then pick up Lycan and Anti-Mage. And I guess the Enchantresses, we'll just grab them as a pair, although I don't think we really want them. Really need 2-star Beastmaster, that way he'll really start racking up the kills, because the damage on his ability goes up, but then also the damage amplification goes up. So it deals more than double the amount of damage when you level him up. Whereas most units typically deal about double damage, Beastmaster actually deals more than double. So here I like Arcane Boots a lot, although this build is not like the best for Arcane Boots. We'll pick it up. The other option was actually Blade Mail, I think, just because Blade Mail on like a ridiculously high health unit is actually like reasonable. Something like Axe, because it reflects based on your max health. I don't really think I need these anti-mages, these extra ones. I might play a 2-star anti-mage as my next unit, or the Doom. But I don't think I need a 3-star anti-mage. I don't think that's what we're going to go for this game. And Lycan probably doesn't get played, but selling him off doesn't really make much sense because he doesn't grab us interest in that case. Oh, I love all these Eidolons, just free kills. I hope. If you can actually get these things dead. Or not. We can't kill Puck. Oh boy. Interesting. So Puck can still phase out even while silenced.
We're not out of
I guess that's a passive, so I guess that makes sense. That's fair. Let's pick these up just in case, and we'll probably sell them off anyway. So I'd like to sell up to a new interest point here. Oh man, so many anti-mages and Drow Rangers. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna
Put me on the field and
buy these for and reroll.
I'll hit my mark.
Okay, and double Pudge. Alright, wow, okay, that maybe changes our game plan here. Not entirely sure how that does, but I think it does. It's like 3-star Drow Ranger is totally a possibility. I don't really know if 3-star Anti-Mage is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The problem is Juggernaut was attacking the cloned Arc Warden, and then that of course means that he was never going to get anywhere with that fight. Alright, so now we're about to level up, so we can put in the Anti-Mage. It's probably best. Do we ever, like, how many kills do we get on that? Not many. It's unfortunate. Another Juggernaut. I don't think we really need this. Viper. Okay, so if I want to play Anti-Mage, does that come with Terrorblade instead of Doom? I don't even know if I really want to, or if I'm just like, if I just picked it up here and just because we got 3 of a kind. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I think this is the correct build for this exact moment. I think we'll win this. Our build's actually pretty strong. That one, that Arc Warden build was pretty crazy. And I just sold off the starters because I really think we need to grab interest. Our net worth is actually pretty low. Oh my, it's a lot lower than I even thought it was. Yikes. Yeah, we really have been missing out on interest just because we have so many things we want to buy. So, we'll see. I do think that with a new change to Terrorblade and Anti-Mage, they are extremely strong as just a pair. You don't want to play any other demons with them. So I think with that in mind, because we already have two 2-star anti-mages, I'm going to sell off Doom and maybe just play like a 3 warrior type build with our 3 warriors that we have here: Juggernaut, Axe, Pudge, and then Terrorblade, Anti-Mage, and then like 3 hunters. That's an 8-unit composition. That's a pretty decent 8-unit composition, I think. We might want to get Disruptor in there when we get up to 9. So, but at this exact moment, that's like a good path towards 8 units, I think. I know I haven't really been grabbing the hunters,
Let's do this.
so I'm not entirely sure which hunters we want. Obviously, Beastmaster, Drow Ranger, then either Sniper or Lycan are typically best. Or Medusa, obviously, if we could get lucky and grab one of those at level 8. So 6, 7, 8, 7. So what's our next unit to go in? Either, I guess it has to be either the Sniper or the Terrorblade at level 7. I don't know which one exactly gives us the best buff. I think the Terrorblade would. Oh, I forgot to flip formation here. That's fine. We should still beat them. We should still beat these creeps. Just Drow Ranger is a sacrificial lamb here, I guess. Oh well. Getting lots of kills on these. Already 30 on Juggernaut. Only 7 on Beastmasters, though. We need to get him up to 2-star to really get this train going. And we're also grabbing units towards 3 stars on them. So I think this game's going very well, despite the kind of up and down and a little bit low on the economy side. I mean, we definitely have a lower net worth than everyone else. You know, I really don't think we're going to have very much healing in our build here. And I think I'm going to pick up Dawning of Restore. I really do like Smuggler. That was like... I really like Smuggler. It's about the latest I would ever pick Smuggler. I probably would never pick it on round 20. But on round 15, I think it's fine. But the idea is that our build is going to be a little bit low on damage until we get like a 2-star Terrorblade out there. Or higher. And we're just going to be like tanky and resilient. But we have like no healing ourselves. We have no Warlocks, no anything like that. So I really just want to kind of maximize or minimize our opponent's chance at healing, and then of course maximize our own chance of winning. Uh-oh. That was something. Is that a Terrorblade with... I guess he just had one big time contract and just stacked 1, 2, 3 units on it. Okay, yeah, sure. That hurt. Alright, I'm gonna kind of pre-level here so that we naturally tick up, and then I can throw in our own Terrorblade, but unfortunately it's just a 1-star. But we do get a reroll. So I don't really want anything here. Ooh, Beastmaster, that is exactly what we needed. I picked up the Starter, but I really don't think that's where we're going to go with this build. Because that would require like Starter and Tidehunter, but then that puts us to 5 warriors instead of 6. It's a little just a little awkward, I think. I'm actually going to move Terrorblade a little bit closer to the Pudge here. Oh, I wanted to swap these two. So he's 1 step closer to Pudge, but whatever. Because Pudge has the Arcane Boots. So I just really want to Arcane Boots onto Terrorblade, if possible. Pick up Doom here since it's pretty much a free roll. And then we get to watch Juggernaut rack up even more kills. Nice. How many kills do you get here? 3 on each. Yeah, because that Beastmaster, as soon as it gets upgrades, like, he went from, like, down here, like, Drow Ranger Axe level of damage, all the way, more than double, up to top right behind Juggernaut. Okay, yeah, so... Man, these Brawnies just keep on flowing, so I'm going to sell off that Doom. I think we're just going to stick to this course. And actually, I don't know, Terrorblade pretty much did nothing. I wonder if Sniper's just going to be better. If I put Sniper back here so it benefits from the Draw Ranger buff, I think that may be better. Of course, we're still looking for 3-star Draw Ranger and Anti-Mage. Well, now against this lineup, maybe it made more sense for Sniper to be further back so he wouldn't have got hit by that Disruptor ult. That's hard to know for sure that's going to happen. Uh-oh. How many people are on this big-time contract game plan? Or is this the same guy? I think this is the same guy. Alright, fair enough. A lot of people picking up big-time contract. I think Bloodbound are a very good strategy nowadays. They can do quite a bit of damage. And the item is just very good standalone. Just as a reasonable item on its own here. So, going to use our free reroll because I don't really need any of these. I do want the Beastmaster. Can I sell off anything to grab interest first? Nothing that really makes sense here. So, I guess we just take one less point of interest here, and then we'll buy the Beastmaster at the end of the round. I don't really want to sell off the axe, although I could have. Oh, this guy's also going Brawny. I was about to say, I don't know if anybody else was on Brawny, because we haven't really seen any. Well, this one has it. I don't know who has a stronger Brawny build. I mean, he has all 4 Brawnies. And I'm only calling him a him because the name is Mr. Azir, so I would assume it's a he. Could be wrong, though. And we do have the stronger build, apparently, because we've been stacking up ours much earlier than they were. And Beastmaster and Juggernaut are just pretty insane. I'm actually going to move this armor over to Beastmaster. I probably should have done that earlier, because Axe... Oh, I didn't buy the Beastmaster. Oh my gosh, I missed it. That was bad. I forgot to buy the extra one. That was really bad. Oh well. But Axe already has the baseline armor from the Warrior buff, so I'd rather just I'd rather give a bit more armor to Beastmaster, who doesn't have the Warrior buff to protect him. And we're going to put slightly more of our units here on the right side so that we hit the one who has all the armor a lot more than the one who has no armor. And I think we did it perfectly, and I'm going to kill him at like the same exact time. Well, almost. Close enough. Alright, sweet, we got the win. I guess I'll bring up Doom. I've missed so many Dooms already that, like, I don't know. I'm a little bit upset at how many Dooms we could have had. We could have had a 2-star Doom right now, which obviously would be better than this 2-star Terrorblade. Alright, what do we want here? Sacred Relic, I think, is the strongest. Although Poaching Knife could be pretty funny. No, I think we're going to pick up Sacred Relic. Maybe put that on Beastmaster instead. Because he attacks pretty darn quickly. And then we can keep the armor on. Yeah, probably still an Axe then. I think we level up here so that I can put the Terrorblade in. And then sell off this one. No, missed it on Axe. So I think something like this where Terrorblade's a little bit closer to the bonus mana, and then Anti-Mage can kind of wrap around the side. Terrorblade, this is not a good organization for where Terrorblade's at because he is kind of exposed. But he got a couple good hits off. But actually, we're actually winning this, and we're going to get a lot of kills out of it. We got a lot of kills. Yes. 7 total on our big Brawnies there. Alright, that was sweet. Alright, our Anti-Mages and Drow Rangers have kind of dried up. But I think we're just looking to 3-star as many of these units as we can. And then probably just 2-star in Terrorblade, 2-star in Sniper. If there's a Sniper, we'll buy that. And then we'll just sit on this. I think we have a strong build at the moment. There's no reason to give up any more gold here. Main priorities are 2-star Terrorblade, 2-star Sniper. and then 3 stars on... Well, we're closest to Drow Ranger, but I would like a 3-star Beastmaster way more than any of them, because that would be the biggest upgrade. That would definitely be the biggest upgrade we could find. And then once we get a couple of these things cleared out and our bench space opened up, then we'll look to level up to level 20, or to, sorry, on round 25 probably, level up to 9, so that we can get a Disruptor in here. Although we might delay that a little bit because we don't want to level up too quickly and then reduce our chance of finding the $1 and $2 pieces. So that we might not level up until round 29 instead of 25 at the next efficient point. There's a sniper. I think I'm just gonna reroll down to 50 gold every turn here. Just try to find these upgrades. Not really a fan of trying to get 3-star sniper. Although that's probably a better option than trying to pursue Axe at this point. Axe is pretty low impact. Even at 3-star, I mean, he's just a tank. And he's not grabbing too many more kills. It's mainly going to the Juggernaut. So now that interest locks in, I'm going to sell the Axe, buy the sniper. I really don't like this change to Juggernaut where he doesn't spin if he's not surrounded by 2 or more people, because I just want him to start spinning so that he gets magic immunity, because like he just died to magic damage there because like he wasn't spinning. He was only surrounded by 1 person, and if he was spinning he wouldn't have taken so much damage from the puck. So not really thrilled about that change. Oh well. Hey, at least we get a free reroll. Free reroll, got the sniper. Well, good choice on trying to pursue 3-star sniper. There's another Juggernaut. I don't think it really makes sense to put the... Actually, maybe it does. Over this Terrorblade, who's like not doing a ton for us at this exact moment. Just get another unit in there. I mean, maybe Terrorblade Anti-Mage is just not a thing that we want to do. I don't know. Like, does it make more sense to put in a second 2-star sniper than this Terrorblade at this moment? I don't know the answer to that. Uh-oh. Yeah, their Beastmaster only has 15 kills. Their Juggernaut only has 2. Ours has 45. Ugh. That's rough. We don't even get the 5 points of interest either. Oh, and we took a lot there. Yeah, Anti-Mage just did nothing. Is maybe like this just better here? This kind of an organization? Pudge, and I can pick up an Axe, although, as I kind of mentioned before, I don't know if Axe is really the play here. I'm starting to second guess this Terrorblade Anti-Mage thing because we just haven't found any. It's unfortunate because the units we want to replace it with would be like Kunkka, Doom, Tidehunter, and we passed up on a lot of them. But at the time, you know, we had the 6 Anti-Mages. It seemed like, yeah, Anti-Mage Terrorblade would be a good idea, but nothing since then. Don't know for sure. What are other people doing? A lot of people on mages. Well, the top players are on mages, which are the ones I care about beating. So, yeah, maybe be audible into like a Slarter Tidehunter kind of thing. Alright, so here's the plan. We're just going to throw these out on the board to buy the Axe. And then we'll pick up Refresher Orb. That seems good on a Beastmaster. Getting him to throw two at once. And then we can throw the Sacred Relic on the Juggernaut. Yeah, let's just keep re-rolling. Okay, well there's Anti-Mage and Drow Ranger and an Axe. There's an Axe that combines. There's a Juggernaut. Alright, you know what? sorry. I'm just going to get rid of these. I think we're going to go more towards this mage, or the anti-mage build. Sorry. The against mages build, not the mage, not the unit anti-mage build. The one with the scaled buff, so that we can counter mage players. So we'll pick up this Tidehunter after combat here. And this is going pretty well. I really like the anti-healing item. I think this is doing a ton of work for us. Because we're kind of, you know, I won't say barely winning these fights, but we're winning. We're not winning like super convincingly. So that, and they all have healing. Because if we didn't have this anti-healing item, then it would be a lot tougher. Don't know if we'd be winning these quite as hard. I think it may be time to level up. No, I can wait 2 more rounds. I'm going to ditch Pudge here. Pudge 3-star, that is. There's the Drow. Okay, well, maybe I shouldn't have. Should have kept rolling. So now we cleared up some bench space with that Drow 3-star. That was really big. On round 29, I think we're going to level up and hopefully find like a Slarter at that point. I would hope to get Tidehunter Slarter. Oh my gosh, if we don't just get eliminated right here. Holy cow. 21 damage? Oh my goodness, I did like nothing against that warrior front, or that knight's front. Oh my goodness. That was absurd. Yeah, my units did nothing against that. I don't know if I have time to wait for another round then. I think I will try to though. Yeah. I think we can wait one more. I don't know. This is kind of... I thought we had plenty of time, even if we lost one, but I didn't think we were going to lose one by 21 damage. Now I'm like kind of cutting it really close here. I don't know. Oh, that might do it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, only 14. Okay. Yuck. Arguably, I should have leveled up earlier. I probably should have. I'm really looking for Disruptor more than this Tidehunter Slarter thing. Really want a Disruptor. So we're just going to roll down everything to try to find one. There's one. That's probably the best thing we could do. Another one. You know what? We're just gonna grab Disruptors then, I guess. Alright, we'll sit on that so we can grab the axe. And then position the Pudge a little bit more central. Hopefully this works. This guy's all in on Warlock, so hopefully our Dawning of Restool will be a pretty good counter to what they're doing. Or not. Yeah, we didn't get our second axes off. That was... So, yeah, I really feel like I messed up. I think we had an amazing early game. I kind of butchered the rounds 20 to 29 situation, where I should have been more aggressive in rerolling. I should have been a lot more aggressive, I think. I was playing too greedy. I thought we were stronger than we really were, and then we took massive chunks of damage a couple turns in a row, and yeah, it was too late. That play against the Knights where I took 21 damage was absurd. I didn't think I was that weak against anybody. Wow. So I still think Brawny are really strong right now. They do require getting things up to 3-star, and we were really close to a lot of 3-star units. And if maybe I was a bit more aggressive at rerolling, we could have won. We could have found those 3-star units. But unfortunately I did not, and so that was that's a learning experience. I mean, you see everybody else except for second place has multiple 3-star units. So yeah, definitely mistakes were made here, but hopefully we can learn from this and we can play Brawny better the next time and give it a try. I really did like Dawning of Her Stool. I think this helped us a whole lot in this game against a lot of the people with the Warlock builds that are out there. We really cut down on the healing that they could do, and we had like basically no healing of our own, so never really came back to bite us. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.